Sean, shut the door. Sean, shut the door. It's loud in the hallway. Shh. Number 1. Which of the two methods shown in the example problem do you prefer? Explain why. This is completely your personal opinion. I prefer scientific notation because it deals with smaller numbers. Number 2, the total area of Ohio is about 4.5 times 10 to the 4th square miles. The total area of Ohio is about how many times the total area of Rhode Island. We are comparing Ohio and Rhode Island, and so we are going to divide. We're going to divide 4.5 times 10 to the 4th divided by Rhode Island, which is 1.5 times 10 to the 3rd. We start by dividing the numbers. You divide the numbers, 4.5 divided by 1.5, and you get 3. And you subtract the exponents. 4 minus 3 is 1, so 10 to the 1st power. We have to write the answer in standard notation, so I take the decimal and move it 1 time, and I get 30. It is 30 times greater. Number 3. Which is greater, 9 times 10 to the negative 2nd or 3 times 10 to the negative 4th? 9 times 10 to the negative 2nd is greater. It says how many times greater is the number you chose than the other number. To find out how many times greater the number is, we're going to divide 9 times 10 to the negative 2nd divided by 3 times 10 to the negative 4th. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Negative 2 minus negative 4 gives us a positive 2, so 3 times 10 squared. But we have to write it in standard notation, so I take the decimal and I move it 2 times and get 300. It is 300 times greater. Number 4. The total area of Kansas that is covered by water is about 5 times 10 squared miles. The total area of Alaska that is covered by water is about 9.5 times 10 to the 4th square miles. The total water area of Alaska is about how many times the total water area of Kansas? So I set up my problem, 9.5 times 10 to the 4th divided by 5 times 10 squared. 9.5 divided by 5 is 1.9 times 10 squared, because I subtract my exponents. 4 minus 2 is 2. I take my decimal point and I move it 2 times, and I get 190 times greater. Number 5. The average masses of several insects or animals are shown in the table. The average mass of a hummingbird is about how many times the average mass of a housefly? So, the hummingbird is 3.6 divided by the housefly, which is 1.2 times 10 to the negative 2nd. Up here at the top, it's going to be 10 to the 0 power because I have no tens. 3.6 divided by 1.2 is 3 times 10 to the negative 2nd power. I have to move my decimal 2 times, and I get 0.03. Number 6. Look at the table in problem 5. We would divide the population of the United States by the population of Oregon, but I don't know the population of Oregon. I have to do the opposite. I have to work backwards, so instead of dividing, I'm going to multiply. 3.2 times 8 is 25.6. I'm multiplying, so I add the exponents, and I get to the 9th power. But we have to write it in standard notation, so I'm going to take my decimal point and move it 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I get 25,600,000,000.